Beavis and Butthead are not real. They are stupid cartoon people completely made up by this Texas guy who we hardly even know. Beavis and Butthead are dumb, crude, thoughtless, ugly, sexist, self-destructive fools. But for some reason, the little wiener heads make us laugh.
Sorry, I'm still setting up. My apologies. Anyway. Been coming up with some ideas. And honestly, I'm kind of excited. Like, really excited. Hold on a second. It's just now my mic could actually be in the shot. And I need to double check and make sure that it isn't. Actually, you know what? I could do it like this. This is the best way to check. I think we're good. Yeah, sorry, I'm still setting up here. My bad. Yeah, we're gonna play some Judgment. Should be a lot of fun. But I recently came up with some ideas for the second channel, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it's one of the more exciting things to actually come up with. And the best thing of all, I don't know how many people's actually, like, done anything like it. And I think it has some legs to it. But because I'm a smaller channel, I'm sure it's gonna go nowhere. But still don't mean I can have some fun coming up with some things. But anyway. Oh god, I'm still trying to get used to this new lighting setup. I really want my fourth one back. But unfortunately I gotta roll with this, so. Anyway, but yeah, I have been thinking about some things for the second channel, and oh god, I'm just like I'm so excited. Yes, like this song is me come game day. It's like let's do this. This is like my head. It's just we're doing this. We're doing this. Anyway. But yeah, I got some ideas for the second channel, and it actually kind of happened this morning. So it was like, I think we could do something here. So it started out as just like a regular idea, but more and more I give it thought, the more and more I keep thinking about that story is relevant, that story is relevant. We could work with this. So I'm fairly optimistic about this this idea. So we'll see how it goes. I think I got plenty of filler for the new channel, but obviously I don't want just nothing but filler. I want a little bit of substance. So I'm thinking about the substance side too, where it's like I want a little more pepper, more gravitas to everything. So now I'm gonna possibly redirect my my ideas towards some of those. Anyway, we'll see how things pan out. But yeah. Anyway, I just kind of been brainstorming this morning, and I came damn close to like straight up like, hey, I think I'm actually gonna like go all in on this. But anyway, we'll wait on that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, but let's fire up some Judgment and play some games. Alright. Should be loading up any second now. Hey Vish, welcome man. Yeah, I kind of have some ideas for the second channel. I'm just kind of like really excited about it. It's one of those things to where I think I actually want to go all in on this. You got plenty of filler, and just before I started this stream, I think I discovered like there legitimately was like I think I now have like 4 more songs to add to the list. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure we're... Oh, that's right. We're doing the flashback segment. That's where we left off. We're doing this. I believe I was ranting, and I think we were talking about the second channel, so... Okay, don't talk to you. How about you?
最後に被害者が目撃された時間は
朝8時よりは少し前だったはずです。
ああ、7時50分だ。創薬センターの研究員が証言してる。
I'm not gonna mention what songs, but I slowly begin to realize this morning that there actually are a number of songs that they actually kind of have a bunch of meanings behind the song. Um, like, I'm not talking about like, well, I guess, damn it, should I add that song to the list? Okay, maybe not that song, but there are some songs that I can think of to where it's like they're legit based on like true stories. As a matter of fact, I think I was binge watching a music YouTuber, and he like recently told a story about like this. Maybe I shouldn't say. But it's a musician I never heard about, and he is kind of more of like a rap guy, and I did hear the song, and mostly and when watching the video I was just like, that's kind of interesting, but the song itself is not really my kind of type of thing, but the story behind the song was like it needs to be on like the Mount Rushmore of just classic songs, just from the backstory alone. Ideas won't stop pouring in. Well, it's just with this particular one, it's like I didn't realize how many different songs that there is like a real story behind it, and some of which I actually did a music stream with. I do know I did play one or two of them a couple of times, so I forget how recently though. That part I forget, but I know I played a couple of songs that were basically true stories, and I thought, so basically, to be blunt, like essentially what I'm doing is like doing like a short documentary and then like playing and reviewing well, I don't know if I should say review, but like just kind of like just look at the song, go over like all the different little instrumental parts that I thought were really good, that really brought a lot to the table for the song. Maybe there's like a line in the lyrics that's really good, maybe the vocals are really good, etc. So pretty much just go over the song beginning to end. I do now realize that I am going to be playing a lot of the music videos, and I think that's where it's going to get copyrighted. So, needless to say, my Patreon is free for everybody. Like, you don't have to pay to see any of the content. Needless to say, my Patreon will be the one that will have, like, all the content unedited. It's going to be all there. But the YouTube version, I'm already prepared to, like, I know I need to put, like, some kind of type of image or photo over the freaking music video and etc. So I'm gonna hate that part, but unfortunately, the world of copyright.
ベッドに寝てたじいさんを見たってな。
なるほど。その目撃者から話は聞けますか？
Also, with my fourth light out, it could be a little bit jarring, I think, when I start doing some, because like a couple of the videos that I already shot had my 4 lighting set up. Now I gotta work with 3, and it's like I still need to do a beginning and like the intro and outro of the song. So at some point I still need to film that. So anyway.
いや、アポ入れたが断られた。これ以上研究の邪魔してくれるなとさ。
いや、そこをなんとかってわけには。
あのな、弁護士が証人に面会の強要はできねえんだよ。下手すりゃ証人違白罪だな。諦めろ。
わかりましたよ。じゃあ7時50分に被害者は間違いなく目撃されていたと。
Honestly, so on Twitch, he's actually like a paid sub. Uh, Bronino, he discovered my channel because I played Persona 5, which I mean, out of all the games I've ever played to where like I actually gained like a regular, like that was the one to where it was like we're on the exact same page. We have like right off the bat, I already kind of knew that me and Bronino would kind of have like we would have similar tastes in something to where it's like so me and Bronino, like, we really love the music in Persona 5, and needless to say, I mean, can I just say, how many different video games can you think of that done full concerts, actual concerts? I have the footage. I could show it. So, like, that's how big and popular some of the Persona music is. Like, now to be fair, I'm pretty sure the concerts that they did was like a Persona convention of some kind, and they just happened to, you know, do the music. But still, though, like they went all out, and it also really kind of is awesome to hear that the composer to the Persona music, it's the same guy from all the way from the beginning. So the guy, like, legitimately, because like Persona does have like an anime series, so he did the music for the anime, he did the music for all the video games, so it's like all it is interesting to see that it's all done by like one dude, at least in terms of, how instrumentally it's going to be like built. He did get like different vocalists, so yeah, so there's all of that. Oh yeah, I'm fully aware that I almost want to say it's kind of like a jazz fusion with Persona, to where it's because it feels like it does have elements of rock in some of like the parts, but it's like done with like jazz instruments, if that makes sense. But anyway, I digress.
8時が朝食の時間で、自力で立てる患者さんはデイルームに集まってくるんです。でも枠さんはその日8時半になっても来ませんでした。
みんなすぐに見つかると思ってたが、実はもうじいさんはフロアのどこにもいなかった。
Oh, and don't even get me started about all the stuff that Nintendo's been doing recently. Because, like, in terms of emulation, I've heard of Yuzu being taken down. I've heard more recently, Ryujinx was taken down. So the top, like, Switch emulators are completely gone. They're suing Pal World. Like, it feels like they're going out of business or something, because like they are just popping lawsuits left, right, and center. So yeah, when it comes to Nintendo, that would be like the one to where it's like, oh, anything Nintendo, I'm just gonna be it's like a robbery, and I'm like the store clerk, you know what I mean? So it becomes a case of like, okay, if I do this, I need to understand things might not go too well. So yeah, I'm fully aware of how I've heard about half a dozen lawsuits just from Nintendo alone in what feels like the past couple of months. It's insane.
ええ。
いいか、じゃあここでまた一旦事件を整理するぞ。
Sure, let's hear what the great Shintani sensei has to say.
病室からじいさんが連れ出された時刻は、最後に目撃された7時50分から周囲が騒ぎ出した8時半までの40分に限定される。その時に大久保は 何らかの手段で被害者を窒息死させると、その遺体をランドリーカートへ隠した。誰もシーツに紛れて死体が隠されているとは思わない。そしてこの作業ができたのはランドリーカートを押していた大久保だけだ。事実、そのトラックからは被害者の体液が検出された。大久保は警察の取り調べで奥多摩に埋めた遺体のありかを自供。事件発生からおよそ3ヶ月後に枠老人が死体で発見された。
What are the odds? Like, if, I did have a conversation with a friend about this. It's like, okay, so, like, Sony is like, what is it? Sony is like having to like work with like Steam and everything to kind of like release some of their games onto PC. Me and a friend also started thinking about, well, what if Nintendo started to do that? And I just now realized, I wonder, because Nintendo is just getting so weird, I wonder how they're going to react if they come up with the idea of, hey, let's do the same thing. Maybe you could, like, you have to create, like, a Nintendo account. You got to link it to, like, your Steam or whatever. And, like, you know, increase those numbers. More people will play our games, and maybe they'll buy a Switch. And plus, I have, like, a lot of first-party titles. So, therefore, once again, it's just more profit for them. But, like, but if they actually do that, is people going to get sued for just modding their game? with the way Nintendo's reacting to everything, it does make me start to think: is modders and people downloading mods like going to get sued? Like, how dare you put that in our game? It's cheating. I'm sorry. I just wanted to have. like what I just wanted to play Breath of the Wild just so that way I could have Zelda be CJ from San Andreas. Can I have this win, please? God forbid you put CJ in Zelda. And make Big Smoke Prince. That would be hilarious. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Yeah, Big Smoke. Yeah, Big Smoke. That would actually be funny. Oh god, that also reminds me of mods. I think I saw on Twitter recently that somebody modded that, what is it, NPCs in Red Dead Redemption 2 are supposed to be all drunk, but yet for some reason, during the during the cutscenes, they're like still like falling over and stuff. It actually kind of looks hilarious, and I'm kind of pissed I didn't do that for my playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2 recently. Also, on that note, speaking of Red Dead Redemption, I think I saw on Twitter that it's official later this month. Red Dead Redemption 1 coming to PC. Part of me wants to say, like, fucking awesome. Yes, this is, like, one of my favorite video games of all time. But then I'm quickly reminded, I bet it's not a remaster. I bet it's, like, not a remake. I bet it's going to be the exact same game that you played from, like, 10 plus years ago. And I bet it's not even going to have online. It's going to be $50 overpriced and a huge pain in the ass. I'm going to wait for a sale.
お前が入れ込んでるのは分かってるがよ。まず無罪は諦めろ。話になんねえ。
大久保君がやってないと言ってるのに。俺は。
That is easily one of the best responses I think I've ever heard. That Yes, exactly. With the way that Nintendo is, yes, they would sue the entire country of Italy because too Italian. You're stomping on our business. And you know what? And you know the first ones that are going to go is any plumbing repair shop in Italy. They are going to be the first ones to get sued. Copyright infringement.
とことん付き合うって彼に約束したんです。
知らねえよ。勝手な約束してんじゃねえ。
なら俺一人でもやります。新谷先生に迷惑はかけません。
俺が良くても源田先生の名前に傷がつくだろうが。
だから依頼人が無実を訴えてるんです。だったらやるしかない。
And the funny thing is, there's gonna probably be two groups of Italians. There are gonna be some that are gonna hide behind the Colosseum and say, "No, we're more Renaissance. We're from the olden time period. What are you talking about? We are not that Italian, are we?" And then there's gonna be like the other half that's gonna be like, "What? We're Tony Soprano over here. I speak to my guma. We out here just eating some gabagoo. Fuck off already."
俺は先にロビー戻ってるぞ。
Oh God, I'm thinking back to a clip of, I think it was from Godfather 2. It was funny because like you almost can't even make out what exactly she's saying, but someone I remember someone playing a clip of Godfather 2 is there's like I think it's supposed to be Michael Corleone's wife, I think. She storms off, and I think they're at like a club. She storms off, and I'm trying to think exactly what she said. What was it? It was something like, "I should have listened to my mother. Never marry a wop." It was one of the it's so funny because like you barely can make out what she's saying, and it's almost like, what the fuck did she just say? But I think that's what she said, is "I should have listened to my mother. Never marry a wop." Oh my God.
よかったらもう一度さっきの病室見てから戻りますか？
いいんですか？あ、助かります。
Funny thing is, I actually never even watched beginning to end Godfather 2. I've seen Godfather 1. Really good movie, but I will admit a lot of moments to where there's just like a lot of like just talking spots, and it's like I could see some people get a little bored of, because like I think I saw like on TV years ago, like they would do like a wall to wall, like Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Godfather 3, and it's like sitting through that, because I think like the original movie is like freaking like 2 to 3 hours. It's like I could easily say there's a lot of scenes you could cut, but I think that goes without saying. Here I am again. Don't really see anything out of the ordinary though. Do we have the cat again?
窓ははめ殺し。枠さんが窓から抜け出したってことはないな。
Wait, what? I should listen to my mother. Never get rescued by a cat. Oh my God! Please. Funny thing is, it's a scene I would love to show, but unfortunately, I actually have, because I never saw the movie beginning to end. I don't even know what scene that even came from. So it's like I just remember it was a scene. I think it was like at like a nightclub, I think, and she just kind of like it was just a woman that just kind of storms off. I just naturally assumed it was like maybe Michael Corleone's wife or something, but they're just sitting around, they're talking, and she says it, and I remember my friend, he had to turn up the volume on the TV so loud because it is kind of it's a moment that is kind of drowned by, like, because it's a nightclub, you got music, lights and everything. So, but yeah, it was a, then again, maybe it was even a restaurant, I don't know, but anyway, it was a scene, and yeah, there was like a bunch of like background noise, so you could like barely hear it. Oh god, it's such like a one-off like scene that I think a lot of people would easily like very, very easily. I think a lot of people would not even pick up on that particular, because there's a lot of moments in Godfather to where I'm not gonna lie, if you try and pay attention throughout the entire movie, you're gonna be falling asleep. It's a good movie, but it's way too fucking long. So very easily, I bet a lot of people, if they see that scene, it's just gonna be a case of you're gonna be falling asleep. But anyway, I digress. But it's very easily a scene that it's just funny. I find it funny. Okay, so I guess we just talked to you.
これでもう終わりですか?
I want to say so, but
Yeah,
let's take one more look. No. Yeah. We're good. Wait. Yeah, we're good.
これでもう終わりですか?
Oh god, yeah, honestly, well, to be fair, I think, I want to say, I actually never timed beginning to end Godfather, but it's probably in the 2 to 3 hour range. So, yeah, plenty of energy drinks and straight up fucking coffee, because you're gonna be sitting there for somewhere in the if it's on the low end and it's 2 hours, you're gonna be sitting there for 6 hours. But if it's 3 hours, you're gonna be sitting there for possibly 9 hours. Yeah, and I have to imagine you got to get something to eat. I have to imagine you're probably gonna have to stop and play. I would probably recommend just watch like 1 or 2 a day, and then just like next day, then watch the rest. I would, because like I think I'm still going through because WWE did a pay-per-view like on Saturday, I believe, Bad Blood. I'm still going through it. Like, I have not seen everything. And then I completely forgot. I thought today was supposed to be AEW Dynamite, and then come to find out, I guess sometimes there's like a basketball game or something, and it like pushes the show around. So I think today, or this week, I should say, Dynamite was actually yesterday. So and on top of all the editing that I'm doing, it's like, it's hard to find the time. Oh, God. Things can be so difficult. Oh, yeah, your whole day is just completely shut sometimes.
大久保さんはどのくらいの罪になるんですか?
I did see part 3, though, of Godfather, and I did like that. The only problem is, I kind of felt like, I feel like there's enough there for a Godfather before, but I also kind of feel like, I feel like it really needs to be done without Michael Corleone, and the problem is he's kind of like a main established character. It's going to be not the same with not being able to have him involved. So obviously you're going to have to go with somebody else. I'm trying to think of that one actor. I think his name is like something Garcia, if I remember correctly. He was a decent actor, and I think he would have to be like the new Michael Corleone. But then again, I have not seen and heard of that guy do another movie. So anyway, but yeah, I did see part 3. I did see part 1, and definitely I think between the two, 1 is just way more classic. But I digress.
もし有罪になったら
10年とかもしかしたらもっと正確な予想はつきません。
じゃあもし罪を認めたら大久保さんの刑期は短くて済む？
裁判長の心証は良くなります。無罪と言い張るよりは。
それでも八神さんは無罪を主張するんですか？負けて一番苦しむのは大久保さんなのに。
彼が本当に無実なら勝てますよ。と言っても俺は今回が初めての刑事弁護なんだけど。
え？
民事だと勝ったり負けたり少し負け越してるかな。
そうなんですか。
今回の事件、賢い弁護士ならまず無罪は主張しないそうです。でも俺はこの程度の弁護士だからこそ、本気で無罪を取れると信じられんのかも。寺澤さん、もしかして大久保君と親しい？
話をしたことはあります。もちろん。私もこのフロアのナースですから。
じゃあ、あなたから見て大久保君はどんな人？
ごめんなさい。センター長からは余計なこと言うなって。
待った。もし事件のことで何かあれば連絡を。俺は大久保君のために全力で弁護します。でも勝つためにはもっと大勢の力が必要なんです。多分寺澤さんの力も。さっき創薬センター見てきたよ。現場をこの目で確かめようと思ってね。
それでどうでした？
無罪を狙うなら絶望的だよ。
おい、
八神先生もそう思ってるんですか？
俺は大久保君が無罪って言うんならとことん付き合う。それで俺が失うもんは何もないんだ。
Only because my mind goes to weird places. Speaking of Godfather, and I'm seeing like a whole bunch of people in suits and slick back hair. I wonder where they got the idea from.
俺はやってませんよ。真犯人にはめられたんです。
My mind has a tendency of going to weird
事件のあ
places.
った日、君は創薬センター附属の入院病棟にいた。そして午前8時頃から病室のシーツを回収して回っていた。
ええ、それは間違いないです。
で、その時枠さんの鼻と口を塞いで殺し、ランドリーカートに隠して運び出した。
違います。俺が枠さんの部屋に行った時はもう誰もいなかった。俺はあの日一度も枠さんを見てません。
分かった。シーツを回収し終えた朝10時頃、君は病院を出る間際、自分のトラックの荷台に被害者の死体が積まれていたことに気づいた。
それは 事実です。
そして警察に通報するか迷った末に君は死体を隠すという選択をしてしまった。
Yagami Corleone, there we go. I actually just now realized I did thought of like a couple of song ideas that I should probably write this down, so give me a second. It's one of those things to where it's like, I think I'm gonna forget if I don't write this down. My bad. Because I just thought of like one other song, and I think there was that one song I didn't. I only muted the game because I kind of thought this would be a bit annoying for people. Because it just loops. I go with the mantra of like, if it annoys me, it has to annoy other people. What were the two songs? There was that one, and I am actually kind of curious how many people would actually know about certain songs having like a little bit of a backstory to it. It's because like I want to say because of because I've been following like pro wrestling for like so long, it does kind of feel weird to like have like detailed knowledge of like certain things in the pro wrestling industry that some people probably have no idea that it happens. Like the one that I think I even spoken to a friend about like recently. You'll always hear about like how the Attitude Era is like this, oh, it was a really good time period. It was like the best wrestling ever. And then it's like, you know that there are actually some things that actually happened during the New Generation era that was just as like much of an, it feels like it's Attitude Era, but it wasn't Attitude Era. And I feel like all I just need to say the words is Brian Pillman pulled a gun on Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's how they ended the show. And they kept going to Kevin Kelly at the house of Brian Pillman, and he just pulls out a fucking gun, and he's like, if Stone Cold shows up, I'm gonna fucking shoot his ass. And the funny thing is, I think the network did not give a shit, but it was because someone said a swear and it was uncensored. That was the big issue. And nowadays, it's like, how many people actually even give a shit if someone says a swear nowadays? How many times has it gone uncensored? They say it's not Attitude, and then it's like, he pulled a gun on Steve Austin, and that's how they ended the show. As a matter of fact, I think that's specifically how it ended, is Steve Austin, like, entered the back door of his house, and they would just, like, I think they had to have, like, a guy in the bushes just do, like, the constant zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, and then just fade to black. There's, like, a bunch of yelling, shouting. There may have been a gunshot that went off, and that's how they ended the show. And it's like, what happened? And then, of course, Then next week, nothing happens. So there you go. And it's like, that's like a small detail that so many people would not know anything about. But it's one of those things to where, like, if you're like me and you, like, followed pro wrestling for as long as you did, have, had, like, a catalog of, like, different tapes from, like, the 90s, mid to late 90s, and it's like you actually, like, saw each tape and got to see, like, every week of Monday Night Raw. Like, I don't know how many people actually did that, and I could safely say I knew someone that, like, had, like, a whole bunch of tapes, and that's what we did. We would just spend a weekend and just, like, hey, let's take a look at, like, Monday Night Raw from, you know, like, freaking September 13th or whatever the fuck, you know. You would just play that and just watch it beginning to end, and it's like, oh. Anyway. And I kind of feel the similar thing when it comes to music as well. It's like, I kind of feel like there are some things that I think newer generations of fans would not know about. But, like, me and the old farts from years ago were all like, yeah, not news to me, but yeah, I guess some other people would maybe not know about this. So, I digress. That's gonna be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial.
障害の前科があるから警察は俺を疑うに決まってました。だから
それに枠のじいさんとは前にトラブルがあったんだって？
え？トラブルって？急に何の話です？
事件の3日前、大久保君はじいさんから財布を盗んだと言って殴られてる。創薬センターで聞き込んできたよ。
いつそんな話を？
お前が寺沢ちゃんと2人でいた時にな。これでもちゃんと仕事してたんだよ、俺は。
それより大久保君、本当に枠さんの財布を？
違うんだよ。物取られ妄想って言うんだってな。認知症の症状で大事なものを盗まれたと思い込んじゃ周りを責めるらしい。ほんと手間かかって大変だよな。身に覚えもないのにいきなり泥棒呼ばわりだ。ショックだったろ。で、君はじいさんに殴られて危うく殴り返すとこだった。
でも殴らなかった。
だから後日殺したんだろ。
俺はそんなことで人を殺したりしません。
俺も無邪気にそう信じられたらいいんだけどな。大久保君、女を殴った前があるし。
どこかに真犯人がいるんですよ。そいつが俺をはめたんです。俺じゃない。犯人は別にいるんだよ。そいつはどっかで俺らを見て笑ってるんだ。
落ち着け。
八神先生は俺が無実だって信じてくれますか？
信じてるよ。
じゃあ次からは一人で来てください。
安心しろ。邪魔者はもう来ねえよ。あとは八神先生に任せた。
And the funny thing is, I kind of feel like I don't know, like, a shit ton of knowledge about certain stuff, but it does kind of feel like there are, like, because, like, I see how some people are for... Now, to be fair, I shouldn't probably, like, lump in everybody in, like, that same group, but, like, it just feels weird that I have... It's one of the things that I, like, see on Twitter quite a bit, is like, oh, I had no idea that this was happening. Well, actually, I think I even brought this up, like, not that long ago, is, because everyone is learning about the Mr. Beast stuff, which sounds like that whole shenanigans kind of slowed down. But I remember hearing a story that like there was a guy that has like a shady past in the adult industry or something, and like he was just getting like pushed around. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before, and it's like when I hear about that with Mr. Beast, it's like that's the exact same tactic that I saw like Vince McMahon do years ago. He would do that exact same play. If there was somebody that he wanted to keep but wanted to forget about like any scandal that is taking place or has taken place, and just like he would find a way to move the guy around from one department to another just until the heat dies down and everyone just stops caring and they just move on and they forget. Like I don't know of a specific story to where that happened, but it does feel like I have heard that exact story from Vince, and it's like it does feel weird to like hear somebody like that's like more, you know, like in their 20s now, and it's like, yeah, or someone in high school, and it's like with me, it's just like, yeah, I heard about that kind of type of crap back in like 2010 or whatever the hell. So it is a case of I guess it's detailed knowledge about certain stuff but not others, and it's like I don't know, it does feel like there is like certain tidbits of information that I feel like that I do have. I don't know how much of it is like going to get passed down, but it's just various different stories and stuff that I've heard over the years, and just seems kind of interesting to kind of like, at least when it comes to the second channel and music, it does kind of feel like that is... I am going to be looking forward to see like some people's reactions if any of the information that I'm saying is like entirely new to people, or they have like no idea that it happens.
No.
I really don't know who is more evil, because like I've heard some shady stuff from Mr. Beast. There has been like some stuff that it's like bridging that gap between he actually could be more evil, but then I think the other topic would also come into play of like, well, was it Jimmy directly, or was it just somebody that Jimmy hired that is more evil? And then at that case, it's like, is he more evil by a proxy? Because we could definitely say without a shadow of a doubt that Vince McMahon, he doesn't need anybody else a proxy to show how evil he is. He's evil directly. You know what I mean? But I do kind of feel like with Mr. Beast, it feels like there are more stories of like people around him, but not Jimmy directly, if that makes sense. But anyway, I digress. Hey Han, appreciate you stopping by as always. Thank you, thank you.
寺澤さんってナース知ってるだろ。結構可愛い子。大久保君を心配してたよ。無罪になったら。
Oh, honestly, I've had conversations about this when it comes to like Vince McMahon and all the stuff that he did over the years. The guy definitely has a level of charisma that it still boggles my mind. I think I want to say it was in 2018 or so that Vince McMahon, he at the time he really wasn't like showing himself like on camera every week, and I think they were trying to like tell a story of like dissolving the authority figure stuff, and they really wanted to go into competition with AEW, so they were trying to make plays. And I remember seeing like the crowd, how they reacted in I believe it was 2018, and I'm sure you could find footage of it online somewhere, and it's like the crowd was like chanting like, thank you Vince, and the whole time I remember when I saw that, I was like fucking appalled. It's like, No. like Vince is like an incredibly evil individual, but also at the same time, I do know, and this is something that I do need to remind myself and tell myself, and it is something that me and a friend of mine had a conversation about. We wouldn't be wrestling fans if it wasn't for Vince. And that's like the one thing to where it's like, yeah, he's a scumbag, but if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be a pro wrestling fan today. And I think a lot of people could also probably say the exact same thing. So because of that, like Vince McMahon, he kind of created like this very weird, like, there's a lot of people that really want to back Vince, and there's so many people that wouldn't be wrestling fans if it wasn't for him. So there is that side of things, but dear God, he is such a scumbag.
脈があるかもな。
そうですか。失礼。
Yes, I actually called you by your actual name this time. Oh, God. That sucked. I'm sure now, because of the the Wall Street Journal articles that went up. What year was that? I want to say if it wasn't 2020, it feels like it was more 2021, 2022, I think. And so ever since the Wall Street Journal articles went up, that's definitely when people are like, they're booing him now. But I just remember thinking, I want to say it was like 2018, and AEW was like trying, maybe it was more like 2019 actually. I forget what year AEW like officially started doing their weekly shows, but basically I remember it was a power play from WWE to try and like find a way to like compete with AEW and say that they're the better product. And hand over fist, yeah, WWE is always going to be the far better product, but it's just the wrestling fans kind of see a monopoly, and we don't want a monopoly. We want to see more pro wrestling outside of WWE. That's, I think, the sentiment, or at least that's where I come from. And yeah, I could spend hours just talking about this, but I digress.
お願いします。
And it is funny to think that it is funny to think that AEW, in comparison to WWE, if Vince is in control, AEW can actually have a far better product than Vince McMahon. But second Paul Levesque is in charge, it is a completely different story. And I am really loving everything that I am seeing from WWE right now. I think their Tuesday show, NXT, is actually going to be having a pay-per-view, I think, soon, if it's not already happening at some point, or did happen. But if I recall correctly, I think so there's two brand new pro wrestlers that got added to the roster. There's a wrestler by the name of Julia that's Japanese. I kind of been following her in Stardom, and she is a very talented wrestler. I think her and the other individual, I think her name is Stephanie Vaquer. I could be pronouncing that wrong. But she kind of did, like, I think she's more of like a Spanish wrestler, and I think she wrestled in, I think, CMLL. So she like worked for a Mexican promotion for the longest of time. They're now both in NXT, and it looks like they're going to be doing a triple threat match. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, and what is it, Roxanne Perez. All three wrestlers are just super talented, super young. They have like a full career within pro wrestling. They're going to be around for a while, and seeing these three women, I know they're just going to knock it out of the park, and I'm very curious of what that triple threat match is going to look like. So I've been seeing stuff on Twitter, and it's like, yes, whatever you're doing with this, more of it, please, because this is the exact play that is exciting to see. Because all of them are young, all of them are super talented. I'm more familiar with Julia and Roxanne Perez, but still, they in terms of female wrestlers, like they're kind of like at the top of the card to the point to where they're kind of somewhat better than some male wrestlers. And it feels, I remember, like, I forget how far back, but there was a time period to where it was like some of the women are actually doing far better in terms of characters, in terms of putting on better pro wrestling matches. Like, the women are kind of knocking it out of the park, and like it just feels so weird that like things have like changed so much, and it's all for the better, because it just means potentially more eyes on the product, and I'm all for it.
新谷のやつやっぱり放り出しやがったか。あいつは粘りがない。
There's only 3. WWE, AEW, and TNA is still a thing. In North America, yes. But TNA, they have really... It feels weird to hear that the Motor City Machine Guns is finally in NXT. And I think there's already, like, promotions going up about them. So, like... And Motor City Machine Guns, they were like the staple tag team in TNA for the longest of time. But apparently they're now going to be in WWE, so that's a thing. But yeah, TNA, they're still a thing. It feels weird to hear about TNA because, like, I remember there was a growing joke amongst the Young Bucks. Hey, I'm going to go buy a coffee. You think I should buy TNA while I'm on my way over? Because I think like the market value price was something like $50,000, because the company was like it was, we're talking like bankruptcy standards. And eventually I think a company, Anthem, bought them out. I don't know if they're still the owners or if it got, I could imagine they got bought out by somebody else, but yeah. TNA, they're still a thing. They probably have the better show, but they have like such a small production value that it's like it's like your eyes kind of want that higher production value from AEW and WWE, but in terms of like character building and I think just far better matches, there is a good chance that TNA is actually probably the promotion to watch. But I don't know. There is something about it to where, to be honest, I actually kind of really fell off with TNA. So I don't even know what time of the week they do their show, but I'm sure if I do a small bit of research, I would be able to discover instantly. But yeah, TNA, in North America, it's TNA, AEW, WWE. But if you're like me, I'm kind of looking at Japan and seeing what they're doing. And unfortunately, New Japan, their show, their New Japan Pro Wrestling, they kind of got raided by like so many of their upper echelon just kind of they just kind of lost it. So the great thing about New Japan Pro Wrestling is like they really try to get like people from Europe, people from North America, and try and get them to show up to Japan, and their booking was so well done. It's one of the things that I think I have not seen from any other pro wrestling company, is like, because like I remember seeing Scott Hall in Mexico, and I almost never watch a Mexican promotion, but like the few times I did watch it, I remember like they ended a show with Scott Hall, and I was thinking, oh man, it's Scott Hall. You know, this is like Razor Ramon's Scott Hall. Well, he was actually more of his WCW character actually, but still, it's Razor Ramon. It's Scott Hall. He's one of my all-time favorite pro wrestlers. Needless to say, he's a parody of Tony Montana in Scarface. All the more reason why I love this man. And yeah, great all-around character, and he jobbed out. And I was greatly depressed. It's like, you're not going to give like this legendary wrestler like a win? Like, it's Scott Hall. You paid the man to show up. You can't give him like one match to win. So it's like, every other region for promotions, they typically like to stick to their local wrestlers. WWE is guilty of it. I'm seeing it with AEW. They're guilty of it. And everybody's guilty of it, to where the local talent, they're the ones that are always going to go over. If you have like this big star outside of the United States, let's just say AEW, for example, you know, if you have a character outside of the United States, they have to do 10 times better than what the rest of the roster is doing in order to like get a win. That's what I hate about North America. But you go to like Japan. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta play it. I gotta fucking play this. I can't show it though! I'm sure Stardom is gonna be fucking pissed. Okay, I can't play the. So me and my pro wrestling friends, we were fucking talking about this promo. I saw it on Twitter, and dear God, I fucking love this. Give me a second. I could only play the audio, but this was a promo that I saw online. A friend of mine was talking about it. I started thinking this is like one of the best fucking promos I've ever seen. I can't show it because I'm sure Stardom is going to be pissed, but I'm just going to show the image of... I will stop to just... So, AEW has a pro wrestler by the name of Toni Storm. This is her. She's going to cut a promo, and honestly, this is one of the best fucking promos I've ever heard. And Jesus Christ. If you want to get into pro wrestling, this is the bullshit you're going to be putting up with. I fucking love Toni Storm. This is the promo she's going to do. I can't show the video, but I'll play the audio. Let's do this.
To make a long story short, I once had a 3-month love affair with Stan Hansen. And on our...
Let's pull up a photo of Stan Hansen just for... Stan Hansen is a legendary pro wrestler from like the 60s and stuff, so he legendary pro wrestler. He's actually in the WWE Hall of Fame, but he kind of made his name in yes, I should, damn it, but that's a video. He kind of made his name in Japan because, well, they have a harder style of wrestling, and that's basically Stan Hansen. So like he kind of made his name in Japan. As a matter of fact, that yes, let's go with that, because in Japan they're kind of known for like doing streamers and stuff, but yeah, this is Stan Hansen. So yeah, he I'll find a less grainier photo, but basically he's kind of known for doing a clothesline. So like if you ever hear like a lariat, that's Stan Hansen. Yeah, I'll find a less grainier photo, but wait, that's a video. God damn it. This is supposed to be photos, not goddamn. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this is a close-up of Stan Hansen. But old school pro wrestler from like the 1960s, 1970s, and kind of made his name in Japan. And apparently, if we listen to Toni Storm, she had a love affair with this man. So that's just for context.
To make a long story short, I once had a 3-month love affair with Stan Hansen. And on our last night together, as my back was dripping with what turned out to be chewing tobacco,
he basically smokes and he chews tobacco a lot. It's what Stan Hansen does. And yes, there has been plenty of promos to where you can actually see like the fucking chaw drooling out of his mouth. It's a thing.
he turned to me and he gave me some advice. He said, when you're in Japan, you are a foreigner. But when they step into the ring with you...
And this is Mayu Iwatani, awesome pro wrestler. She's possibly the top pro wrestler in Stardom in terms of like local talent. I think she was there since Stardom originally got its start, so she's like a founding member. And I guess they're booking like a pay-per-view of these two, and this is basically the promo that they're kind of doing to just kind of like promote the match and what have you. Oh yeah, he Stan Hansen, he is gonna be like possibly like 70 years old or so.
They are in your country. And then he gave me a lariat, but not with his arm. Mayu Iwatani.
That alone is the best line ever. He gave me a lariat, but not with his arm. Take a wild guess what she mentioned there.
But not with his arm.
No, full line, full line.
And then he gave me a lariat, but not with his arm. Mayu Iwatani. You are stepping into my country, but your visa is about to expire. I will leave you the same way I did 5 years ago, questioning your life choices. Godzilla doesn't have my thighs. Mothra doesn't have my flaps. And when I am IWGP Women's Champion, Japan will crumble at my feet. So, my son, chin up, tits out, and watch for the show.
I don't have a shoe. Fuck! Okay. Oh God! And I and watching the video, there's like a moderator between the two. The guy even emotes exactly the way I did it, to where it's like, shut up, tits out. Oh God, I love Toni Storm so much. She's amazing, dude. Can we play that last bit back? Can we play that last bit? What was that about Godzilla?
And when I am IWGP Women's Champion,
Wait, is that further back?
Godzilla does.
There we go. What was that line? What was that line? Give it to me.
Godzilla doesn't have my thighs.
Godzilla does not have her thighs.
Mothra doesn't have my flaps.
Okay. If you don't know Godzilla, again, this is for the Zoomers. I actually used to watch the old school black and white Godzilla movies. Very dated today, but I'm sure you could possibly find it. I'm sure you could find like full video of Godzilla these days on like YouTube and stuff. But yeah, actually, you know what? Give me a different shot of Godzilla. Like yeah, that's Godzilla. But you know, I'm kind of like wanting this. Yeah, something more like that. But yeah, but this is Godzilla, okay? You know, he's very big. I mean, then again, she mentions thighs. Yes, there we go. Apparently, Godzilla doesn't have Toni Storm's thighs, so apparently, yeah, Godzilla's a bitch in this regard. And then, if you need to know what Mothra is, I'm pretty sure there was a movie of what the fuck? Yeah, supposed to, there we go. So that's Mothra. So apparently, Godzilla, get that out of my goddamn face. So apparently, Godzilla doesn't have Toni Storm's thighs, and Mothra does not have the flaps. Just a beautiful promo. Anyway, needless to say, Toni Storm is and she's a very good pro wrestler. Like actually in the ring, she's actually really good. But the fact that I'm just gonna do this like completely not stopping. I want to hear this entire promo.
To make a long story short,
one more time for the good one.
I once had a 3-month love affair with Stan Hansen. And on our last night together, as my back was dripping with what turned out to be chewing tobacco.
And to be fair, there are two ways that you can spell Tony, and she spells Tony with an I at the end. Other than that, yes, I understand what you mean.
He turned to me and he gave me some advice.
Spelling, what can you do?
He said, when you're in Japan, you are a foreigner. But when they step into the ring with you, they are in your country. And then he gave me a lariat, but not with his arm. Mayu Iwatani, you are stepping into my country, but your visa is about to expire. I will leave you the same way I did 5 years ago, questioning your life choices. Godzilla doesn't have my thighs. Mothra doesn't have my flaps. And when I am IWGP Women's Champion, Japan will crumble at my feet. So, my son, chin up, tits out, and watch for the show.
Oh god, I could watch this 1,000 times over. Oh, Jesus Christ. I am going to be looking forward to their match. I don't know when it's happening. Oh god, also, just one more to show how... Oh crap, did I not grab that one? Please tell me I did. Yes! Needless to say, Toni Storm, her overall character is supposed to be like a washed-up Marilyn Monroe. So she's like an actress that is just going through some bad times, and she is struggling out there. Apparently she might be going to Mexico, because I also came across this on Twitter as well. Again, I probably can't show it, but...
Hola amigos, soy Timeless Toni Storm. Estoy emocionada de conocerte. Look, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm coming to Mexico because I need the cash. I had a book deal that fell through, and long story short, I need to make a delivery in Acapulco. But the dry air will do my psoriasis good. Now, I happen to notice that in CMLL there are quite a few luchadoras that think they're big stars. Well, you may be big stars, but the sun shines out of my ass, and I intend to blind you with it. CMLL. Toni Storm is coming, and soon so will you. Chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe!
God, I love her so much.
Hola, amigos.
Yeah, don't replay the goddamn video. Just we're good. We're as a joke. Me and my friends, we were kind of thinking like, dear God, her filming career isn't doing too good. She has to go down to Mexico and sell some drugs. For the love of God, we need to protect Toni Storm. She's the fucking greatest. I don't know when she's gonna potentially sunset this Marilyn Monroe character, but oh god, it is so good. I am all for it. By the way, she is signed to AEW, so if unfortunately, I think she kind of tones it down a tad for other country, for AEW. But when she's on, oh god, it is glorious. I would probably recommend looking up the first AEW promo. Is that even online? Surely it is. I want to say it was the debut of her character, of that Marilyn Monroe character. Please tell me that is online. I'm gonna say first promo, Renee Paquette. Sure, it's here somewhere. And I'm sure I spelt Renee Paquette wrong. Of course, because it's spelt with a Q, right? Damn it, I don't think that's the full one. I think that was just the ending. I'm sure it's online somewhere. Fuck. I'm probably just gonna have to skip it, I think. Oh, and apparently I spelt Renee wrong. Of course. How did they not document that? Fuck. But yeah, everything Tony Storm related, I just think she's like an actual awesome character. I know some people would probably say, "Oh, she's too corny, she's too wacky. You're not going to have enough people that are like serious." Understandable, but clearly we have two different opposing opinions when it comes to pro wrestling, and I think you can have funny and serious. As a matter of fact, one thing you could do is like when she's a babyface, she is more serious, and then when she's a heel, have her have her talk about her flaps more. Oh my god. Her character just became my favorite women's wrestler character, better than Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley is like a damn good wrestler as well. Like she, I would say she's like kind of definitely, and like if you want like a serious female wrestler, I would like Rhea Ripley's like a damn good pick, but Mothra don't have the flaps, you know what I mean? Oh my god. But yeah, so I mean, small reason if anyone is actually even remotely curious about any updates on if Stardom is doing a is doing that particular match, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that if anyone is curious. Honestly, I just don't talk about pro wrestling all the time, and I did toss around the idea of like doing like more of a pro wrestling channel, but my fandom has like changed over the years, and it's like and I do kind of feel it like on a decline, and I don't feel the enthusiasm. If this was like 2019, I think yes, I would say I got the fandom going. We got AEW happening. I wonder I wonder what that would I wonder what the character would be for that. You know, it's you gotta think. Your mind has to go to like, okay, like what are some like notable figures that like towered over like all of the freaking because that's like the theme, you know. It's like Godzilla like destroyed like Tokyo how many times? Which, by the way, I think he cornered the market on that, because if I remember correctly, and I think I even had a conversation with my pro wrestling friends about this, is like, okay, so you have like Godzilla that is supposed to be a heel, and he like destroys Tokyo, but didn't he turn like babyface? And all of a sudden, Tokyo needed Godzilla to take on Mothra, to take on like all the different creatures and stuff. Like only Like, only freaking Godzilla could do that. No one else. And it's like, I'm pretty sure, didn't they have like a signal, didn't they have like a bat signal for Godzilla? It's only because I like watched, as a kid, I like watched a lot of the black and white, old movies and stuff. And it's like, it is weird, the idea of like, you know, I'm pretty sure he was healed and only he could destroy Tokyo, but the very second that someone else comes in, it's like, hey, Godzilla, you gotta save us. And it's like, oh man. But yeah, but basically, like, your mind has to kind of like go to like, okay, what are all the different creatures and stuff that like took over, and it's like, god damn. Anyway, I could spend all day just talking about freaking Toni Storm. Oh my god. She is a freaking awesome wrestler. Oh god. And I'm so glad. I like kind of watch AEW religiously, so honestly, I probably actually have the video somewhere on my hard drive, because I like kind of like record all the stuff. So I'm sure I have the Toni Storm video somewhere, but I gotta actually like look for it. Anyway, but yeah, it's the whole thing. What do we have here? I kind of sidebarred hard, but honestly, it was worth, because how often do we get to talk about freaking pro wrestling?
いけねえよ。
けどこれでもう俺の案件です。一人でやりますよ。
Needless to say, when I do watch, or maybe not watch, but whenever I do play, like, freaking, anything from RGG Studios, if there's a small reference, big and small, to pro wrestling, you bet I mark out. Yes, I marked out to Kiryu on the beach when he wanted to put on a wrestling match for the kids on that beach. And I also marked out half a dozen times whenever I see, like, a powerbomb, a suplex, and all of that stuff. All the more reason why I just love freaking Yakuza and RGG Studios.
そうか。
Anytime to where I see a reference, it's like, I'm for it.
八神さん。
ん？
最近真冬と会ってないんですか？
え？なんで急に？
あの子は男の人に免疫がありません。八神さんがリードするべきです。
なんだそれ。
沙織君の幼なじみか。新谷が悔しがってたぜ。あんな美人の友達がいるなら、もっと沙織君に優しくしときゃよかったってよ。
俺らまだ付き合ってるわけじゃ。
まだと言いましたね。つまりその気はあると。
だとしてもそっとしておいてくれる。
Needless to say, there is a song for the second channel. I don't have it, I think I don't even have it down on paper yet, but I do have it in my head of a video. You are going to be seeing, for the record, Toni Storm is known as Timeless, for the record, just for those that don't know. I actually do have plans on using Toni Storm for a thumbnail for the second channel, just because there is a song I do have in my head that it's one of the songs I can't wait to talk about. But there is a song that I do kind of feel is timeless, that because usually every decade there's like a sound to the decade. The 1950s, rockabilly was really big and popular. 60s and 70s was seeing like the first generation of hard rock. 80s, you kind of had one thing is for damn sure, when it came to pop music in the 80s, you kind of had like the synthesizer be like the main choice that really took over the 1980s. But you also, but in the rock scene, you had like hair bands and stuff. The more 90s, we were seeing grunge. So usually throughout the decade, there's usually like kind of like some nuances. There is a song, I'm not going to say what decade it's from or what band, but I'm actually planning on when I inevitably do that video, I am going to make a pinned comment, like, because I legit want to see like people's reaction of that song and actually try and take a guess what decade it came from. It's gonna be hard to do it because I probably I now realize I think a lot of people would probably Google search the band and just look up the song and like, but it is a thing. I like listening to it. Does it sound like it came from this particular decade? Because it feels like it's timeless to where it kind of it feels like it could have been made yesterday, if anything. So, anyway, I digress. Liv, gotta go. Have fun with Judgment. Thanks for the stream. As always, thank you, Vish, for hanging out. See you around, man. Anyway, I could just talk about... Wait, do we need to talk to you? Or do we need to leave? I feel like we need to talk to people here. Like, what the hell? Why not just have the full-fledged conversation? Why allow me to walk around?
弁護士と付き合うとかありなのか？
だからほっとけって。
まずは大久保新平の件か。無罪を主張する方針で行くんだな。
そのつもりです。
かつ目処はついてんのか？なんか突破口はあるんだろ
う。まあ一つだけ掘り下げたいと思ってる証拠があります。
おお、そりゃなんだ
？What should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo's innocent? Okay, so to prove his innocence... Unfortunately, this is a little vague. So we actually have to kind of like, usually I could just kind of look at the image and go by the image, but I think we actually need to read the description here. So this is going to take me a moment. Many people witness Okubo. Okay. And we're looking for innocence. Okay, so Waku is the victim. And right there, they say that it suggests Okubo. Honestly, a lot of this is vague, I gotta say. If I remember correctly, I think in my first playthrough, I think I just went down the list. Ah, man. It is tough. And I feel like we should have the information, so... This bed pillow is located on the left. Maybe? I'm gonna go with this.
これです。被害者が入院していた個室なんですが、この場所で目撃されたのを最後に被害者は姿を消しました。その時目撃者は病院のドア越しにこんなアングルで枠さんを見たはずなんです。でもこれだと手前の棚で見通しが悪い。
ああ。
要するにベッドに寝ていたのが本当に本人だったかは反論の余地があります。布団の中に人がいるように見えただけだったとか、または犯人がそう見せかけたとか。
だとしたら裁判にどう響く？
まず8時の時点で被害者が生きていたという前提がなくなります。すると犯行可能だった時間帯が大幅に広がる。弁護側としては大久保以外の人間でも被害者を病室から連れ出せたと主張できます。
なるほど。悪くねえな。おい、お前なんだ？今の新谷の声だよな。
多分。
逃げるんだ。
今のやつがうちを盗み聞きしてて。
盗み聞き？
でいきなりスタンガンを押し付けてきやがってよ。
おい待て。
Of course.
待て。
And the chase is on. Got him. Or should I say... her.
女？あんた寺沢さんだろ。違うか。
こんな人前で堂々と痴漢かよ、クズ野郎。てめえをおもちゃにしてやんぞ。おら
Bring it. I want to get the guy with the fancy shirt. Oh, we have to start over from scratch. Got them both in one fell swoop. Beautiful. I think I want to say that I want to try and at least to finish the flashback if I can.
弁護士さんって案外強いんですね。
別に俺から逃げることなかったろう。用があって来てくれたんじゃないのか。
八神さんと話したいことがあって、でもあそこでまた悩んでたの。そしたらあのセクハラ弁護士が大声出すからつい。
だからっていきなりスタンガンかよ。まああの人だったから別にいいけど、話すだけなら悩む必要なんてないんだよ。どんな内容でも秘密にしたければ黙ってる。安心しな。弁護士の守秘義務ってやつだ。
枠さんを最後に見た目撃者がいますよね。病室で寝ているのを見たって。
ああ。
その証言をするの正野さんっていう人なんです。先端創薬開発センターの科学者でセンター長の右腕。
この人が正野。
I'm not gonna lie. I can't get Tony Storm out of my head now. Oh my god. That was just such a good promo. I hate myself. I did too good of a job. Hey Diggs, welcome man. Appreciate you stopping by. We're kind of going through the flashback scene. This is actually my second playthrough, so I kind of have an understanding of the game thus far. And I'm trying, and even if I do forget, I'm trying to think back to the original playthrough. I just wanted to check out the Japanese voice acting because if you played the rest of the Yakuza series, you're kind of familiar with the how good the voice acting in cinematics, the composition is with Yakuza. So I kind of feel like it's a tradition to check out the Japanese voice acting. There are definitely some scenes I want to see in here because they're really, really good. Also, if you have been checking out any of my recent stuff, I kind of have been tossing around the idea of a second channel. So if you hear me reminisce about that, yeah, that's all still in the works. Planning on doing a music channel because I want to kind of keep this channel like gaming related. So I just know for a fact I'm just going to get hit with freaking goddamn. There's going to be a lot of freaking DMCA claims and it's going to freaking suck as hell. But I guess that's for future Liv to worry about. Let's see what we have here. Pretty much your run-of-the-mill researcher.
ええ、真面目な人だからナースからも信頼されてて。でも証言する内容を聞いたらちょっと引っかかることがあった。
But yeah, I would love to see you hang around as long as possible. Sorry, forgot one thing on my freaking other monitor.
どういうこと？
正野さんが本当に枠さんを見たのか、なんか怪しいっていうか、嘘をついてるってことじゃないの。ただちょっと勘違いしてるんじゃないかなって。他のナースも多分みんなそう思ってると。
そんな話今まで全然出てなかったな。
だって研究棟の先生にケチつけることになるでしょ。ナースの立場じゃやっぱり言いづらいと思う。おまけに裁判で証言なんてことになったら。
寺澤さんも証言まではできない。
うん、私はもともと職場でちょっと浮いてる方だし。 それに
ん？
大久保さんは無実だと思うから。
へえ、そっか。やっと俺にも味方ができた。
Also, I usually try my best to keep quiet during cutscenes. Oh god, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is one of the... I think this is quite possibly one of my favorite... Or, no, the favorite scene out of this entire game. There was just something about this scene that just... Oh god. It just hits so good.
私は先端創薬開発センターの研究員です。センター付属の入院棟では様々な新薬の臨床試験が行われてまして、それで事件の日もいつも通り患者さんたちの様子を見に行ってました。
それは何時頃でしたか
？7時50分頃です。
確かですか？
患者さんたちの朝食はいつも8時と決められてます。ですからあの日だけでなく、私はいつもその時間に入院フロアのデイルームへ行くんです。
デイルームというのは？
ええ、自力で立てる患者さんは各自の病室ではなく、そのデイルームで朝食をとります。そして私はナースが食事を介助する脇で患者さんたちから体調や薬の感想を聞き取るんです。
生野さんはそこへ向かう途中、被害者の病室を通りかかったわけですね。
はい。
その時に枠さんの姿を目撃された。
はい。
どのような状況で枠さんを見られたんでしょうか？
病室のドアには窓がついていて、廊下からも覗くことができます。
こちらが病室の様子ですね。
そうです。私は廊下にいて、その窓越しに枠さんを見ました。枠さんは布団をかけた状態でベッドで眠っていらっしゃいました。
その時刻がだいたい
7時50分頃です。
以上です。
八神先生、今更だけど、なんであの子が証人に？
向こうから申し出てきたんだけど、なんかまずいのか？
いや、別に。
I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. Here's my chance for a comeback. Oh god, this was basically my favorite scene throughout the entire game.
寺澤さん、先ほどの生野さんの証言は聞かれてましたよね？
はい。
聞いていてどう思われました？
科学者として正確な言い方をしてないと思いました。そして医者としても患者に向き合っていなさすぎると思います。
もう少し具体的にお願いできますか？
生野さんは枠さんが病室で寝ていたと言っていました。でも廊下の外からそれを確認することはできなかったはずです。
今の寺澤さんの証言を示す証拠があります。
Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have evidence to prove that. I'm gonna screw this up, aren't I? Shouldn't have been able to see Waku. Because of the window, right?
こちらをご覧ください。被害者の病室をドア外から撮影した写真です。つまり生野さんが枠さんを目撃した時もこんな風に見えたはずです。
And this evidence points to this fact. Shono's testimony was a lie?
生野さんが被害者の枠さんを見たという証言は嘘でした。
何？
なぜなら生野さんが見たものは枠さんであるとは限りません。単に布団の膨らみを見ただけの可能性がある。にもかかわらず枠さんが寝ていたとの証言は明らかに誇張しすぎです。
そうでしょうか。常識的に考えれば枠さんが寝ているとしか。
私たちナースは患者さんの状況を見る際には必ず入室します。枠さんのこの病室の場合、廊下から室内を覗き込んだだけでは何も分かりません。以前布団の膨らみを見て患者さんがベッドにいると思い込んでいると、デイルームでお食事中だったということも実際に何度かありました。その時は布団の中に枕が入り込んで人がいるように見えてしまってたんです。
ここは大事なところです。検察は被害者が病室から運び出された時間を生野さんの証言により7時50分頃から8時半までとしています。そしてその間、枠さんの遺体を隠して運べたのはランドリーカートを押していた被告人しかいなかったと。
That's why Okubo-kun assumed to be the only person who could have killed Wataku-san. I should probably check my audio real fast, so let me do that right now. Normally I do this whenever I start my stream, but I kind of forgot. Because I'm the worst. My cable is here. Sorry, give me a second. Give me a second. I apologize. Oh, right. I need to do that. Da 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 da. Go to that. Okay. Okay, honestly, because I gotta check the audio, I wanna check out the scene. I want the scene. Where was it? I want to hear it. I want to hear this. It is so weird to see how bright some of my lighting is. Anyway, I guess we're good. I guess we're good. I could just keep watching that. My bad. Yeah, I just needed to check the audio. Now we're good. So what do we have here? That's why Okabu-kun was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Wanaku-san.
しかし生野さんの証言が正確でないなら、例えば犯人は前日の夜、人目につかない時間に枠さんを連れ出すこともできます。そしてその後、隙を伺って被告人のトラックにその遺体を隠すということも。つまり今回の犯行が被告人以外にも十分可能だったということになり、検察の主張は根本から覆ります。裁判長、この新たな証言を踏まえ、検察側証人の生野氏に対して再度尋問させてください。生野さん。
はい。
Let's see how Shono responds with the evidence that Terasawa-san's testimony out in the open. I'm terrible with names. Oh shit, wrong button.
単刀直入に伺います。あなたは事件当日の朝、枠さんの病室の中に何をご覧になりましたか？
ベッドで眠っている枠さんだったと思います。
はっきりと枠さんの顔を見ましたか？
よく覚えてません。
ではベッドにいたのは別人だった可能性があります。もしくはただ単に布団が膨らんで見えていただけで誰もいなかったのかも。そうではありませんか？
異議あり。弁護人の意見を押し付ける質問です。
弁護人は質問を変えていただけますか？
あなたが見たのは枠さんだったと間違いなく言い切れますか？
言い切れないかもしれません。
尋問は以上ですが、ここで一つ検察に申し上げます。
は？
The prosecution argument has fallen apart. Now to go for the kill.
被告人は犯行がわずかな時間帯に行われたという前提のもと、ただ一人の被疑者として起訴されました。しかし正確性に欠ける目撃証言が崩れた今、犯行は被告人以外の人物にも十分可能だったと考えられます。そこで検察は控訴取り消しはお考えになりませんか？もうこの裁判自体が時間の無駄にもなりかねませんので。
検察は目撃証言が崩れたとは認識しておりません。些細な点で記憶が曖昧だとしても、証人が被害者を目撃したことは間違いありません。
それでは正確性に欠けると思いませんか？善とある若者を殺人という罪で裁くこの場で、生野氏の証言は完全に信頼できると言えますか？
生野氏は誠実な科学者です。幼い頃に認知症のおばあ様の姿を見て育ち、その特効薬を作ろうと苦学の末に先端創薬開発センターで指折りの科学者にまでなった。日夜研究し、そして患者をいたわる気持ちから日々巡回していたことで、今回の目撃証言につながったんです。その証言を完全に信頼できるかと聞かれれば、間違いないと答えるほかありません。
すると検察はこれまでもこれからも生野さんが言うことなら何でも頭ごなしに信じると、そういうわけですか？証人の肩書きを信頼しすぎて証言への裏付けが不十分だったのではありませんか？
証人の肩書きに左右されることはありません。検察は DV の前科を持つ被告人の証言にさえ聞く耳を持っています。
He's gotta bring up Okubo's record.
6年前、被告人の当時の恋人は指を骨折させられ、 今も後遺症が残っています。原因は飲酒と些細な日常生活での行き違いでした。一方、今回被告人は事件のあった数日前に被害者の枠さんから財布を盗んだと疑われ、顔をはたかれています。このことは異常者と言えるほど激しやすい被告人が犯行に至った動機として十分に考えられる。
どうされました？退廷しないのであればお座りください。
Here it comes.
寺沢さん？
大久保さんは異常者じゃありません。6年前に暴力を振るってからは一滴もお酒を飲んでません。
勝手な発言は控えてください。
枠さんに殴られたことも認知症の症状の一つと理解してました。だから恨みなんてしない。それが殺人の理由なんて考えられない。
寺沢さん、もういい。
大久保さんにだっていいところはいっぱいあります。
今すぐ退廷を命じます。
確かに愛想はいい方じゃないけど仕事熱心だし、約束は絶対に守るし。大久保さんは万が一自分が有罪になったら私に迷惑がかかるから、だから私に証言はするなって。だから弁護士にさえ私たちが付き合っていること絶対に言うなって。自分が刑務所に行くかもしれないのに、私の将来を一番に考えてくれる人なんです。そういう人なんです。そんな大久保さんを異常者と呼ぶ検事が本当に聞く耳を持っているんですか？
それからも審理は続いたが、彼女の捨て台詞が判決の行方を決定づけたように思う。大久保新平は無罪とされた。しかしそれからわずか1月後、その大久保の手によって寺沢恵美は無残な姿に変わり果てた。
And the Oscar goes to Emi Terasawa and Tony Storm.
どうも。
どうしました？
いえ、何でもありませんよ、事務次官。
しかし
3年ぶりにお会いします。木戸さん、今もセンター長でいらしたんですね。
確かに見覚えがあるな。でも前より随分やさぐれたか。
今はカムロ町で探偵をやってます。八神です。
腹が立つよ。あの時は君のせいでミス寺沢君を。そうだろ小野。
誰にも止められなかったんです。私がもっとしっかり証言できていればよかった。
小野さんでしたか。
それで今日はここで何を？
ある殺人事件の調査をしてます。ぜひご協力いただけませんか。昔のよしみで。
ああ、そういうことか。分かった。ご苦労さん。確かに新谷という弁護士からうちに電話があったようだ。
彼が電話をした相手は
小野だ。
さっきのあの小野さんですか。
What would Shitani call Shono? Why would Shitani call Shono?
まあ結局何の用だったかは分からずじまいだがね。電話があった時小野は席を外していたし、 その新谷さんも伝言は残さなかった。
でも何か心当たりは？
さあ、小野は新谷さんと面識がないと言っている。だから電話が来た理由もわからんと。
本当に？
私も小野もアドデック9の論文著者だよ。これでも随分名が知られるようになってね。赤の他人が友人や親戚と名乗って連絡よこすこともある。新谷さんもそういう手合いじゃなかったのかね。
新谷を殺害した犯人はカムロ町でモグラと呼ばれてます。これまでに他にも3件ヤクザの目をえぐって殺してる。その事件はご存知ですか？
ニュースくらいは。
モグラがこちらのセンターと関係してそうなことは？
は？思い当たることは何もないね。そろそろいいだろう。もう協力できることはないよ。
お待ちください。困ります。
あなた方は？
黒岩と言います。カムロ署組織犯罪対策課。こちらへある事件の重要参考人がお邪魔してるかと。お前のことだぞ、八神。
ん？
新谷弁護士殺害事件の重要参考人として話を聞かせてもらう。
なんだと
？Hey, we're finally out of it. Making progress.
モグラの新たな犠牲者となった新谷弁護士。その生前最後の通話履歴から八神を破滅させた3年前の事件がよみがえる。病院から連れ去られ山に埋められた入院患者。八神の弁護で罪を免れた容疑者大久保新平はそのわずか一月後、包丁で刺した恋人寺沢恵美に火を放った。
新谷弁護士殺害事件の重要参考人として話を聞かせてもらう。
なんだと？
源田法律事務所の星野と言います。刑事さん、これは任意の同行ということですね。
え
え。八神さん、どうします？
お断りします。
何？
ではそういうことですのでお引き取りを。
大ごとにしたくなきゃ一緒に来た方がいいな。今だから任意で済んでんだ。
そんな脅しは弁護士に通用しませんよ。
よそでやってもらえませんか？私も暇じゃない。
法廷から逃げ打った弁護士には通じるんだよ。
Welcome, Marvin.
タキは誇りだらけだしな。おとなしくついてこい。札なんか取ったらこっちも引けなくなるぞ。
取れるもんなら取ってこいよ。
It's a lot of it has to do with the editing that I've been doing recently, so it's and it just keeps piling up. Basically before I even started today's stream, well, first of all, this morning I actually thought of some ideas for the second channel, and so I was kind of bouncing around ideas on that front. And then, right before I started stream, I was greeted with more music videos that released from bands that I'm familiar with, so I'm going to put those on the to-do list, so there's just a lot on the table.
俺を疑う根拠はどうせ何もないんだろ。
なきゃ作ってやろうか。
おい、よそでやってくれ。
後悔するぞ。
黒岩さん。
君らも出て行け。
その前に生野さんと話をさせてもらえませんか。なんで新谷から電話がかかってきたのか、そのあたりを。
だから生野にも心当たりはないんだよ。さっきそう言ったろ。もうお引き取りを。
わかりました。お忙しいところどうも。
なんかいろいろ妙なことになりましたね。あの刑事、八神さんを重要参考人だなんて。
ああ、何言ってんだかわからねえけど、それより俺らがここに来てることがなぜか筒抜けだったな。
そういえば警察はどうやって僕らの居場所を。
さあな。それより今は生野だ。せっかくここまで来たんだし、なんとか直接話がしたい。
ですね。どこで会えるか受付で聞いてみましょう。
Also, it is possibly going to be a shorter stream today, I'm sure. It's another thing.
さっきセンター長室にお邪魔してたものです。
え？ああ、はい。何かお忘れ物でも？
いや、急で恐縮なんですが、実はアドデック9の生野さんともお話ししたくて。どちらに伺えば会えますか？
それですと、開発研究棟ですね。異常タンパク質の研究フロアだと思います。
あ、もしかしてゴールドのカードキーがいるところ？
ええ。でもセンター長の了解が取れればお貸し出しできます。ちょっと聞いてみますね。失礼ですが、もう一度お客様のお名前を。
あ、なら悪いからいいです。木戸さんさっき忙しくしてたから、また出直します。
いいんですか？
センター長の耳に入ったら絶対止められますもんね。
でも一応生野の居場所は分かったな。
The Research Wing.
ええ。案内掲示板か何かあれば。
Guessing we gotta take a look at the goddamn... Yeah.
怪しいな。これはセンター長室。俺らがさっきまでいた木戸の部屋だ。開発研究棟。ここか。
受付の人、異常タンパク質のフロアとか言ってましたけど、この掲示板じゃ細かい場所まではわからないですね。
We're gonna do a sneak job.
地下駐車場。搬入口だ。出入りの業者なんかが車を止める。3年前に大久保のトラックを止めてたのもここだよ。
I want to say that's it.
なんだ？センターの付属病院。確かこの4階フロアに枠老人の病室があった。
I feel like we need to look at the block path, but maybe we don't? Over here.
これが現在地だな。センターの受付ロビーだ。どこだ？セキュリティゲート。ここから奥が開発研究棟か。
I kind of forgot how long this portion of being here is gonna take. Oh no!
すみません。
何か。
こちらの女性がショーノのスタッフで、ちょうどこれから開発研究棟へ戻ります。
え？
橋本と言います。もしよかったら私が小野のところへご案内しますが。
いいんですか？
ええ。
ぜひお願いします。
よかった。今ちょうど橋本さんがここを通ったものですから。
ありがと
う。ではこちらへ。
どうも助かります。
This is both good and bad at the exact same
僕
time.
は源田法律事務所の星野です。ご親切にどうも。
いえ、センター長のお客様ですから。ここはとにかく広いので案内もいるでしょうし、ご不便をおかけしてます。
橋本さんはここではどういう？
アドデック9の開発ユニット所属です。そのユニットリーダーが塩野で、私は一番下っ端ですね。
そういえばアドデック9ってどういう意味なんですか？
アドデックは先端創薬開発センター、アドバンスドドラッグデベロップメントセンターのイニシャルです。そこで開発される9番目の薬なので。
だからアドデック9か。
認知症ってまだ治す薬がないんですってね。今は病気の進行を抑えるのが精一杯だとか。でもだからアドデック9は期待されているんですよね。アルツハイマーを治せるって。
ええ。日本で認知症の方って何人くらいいるかご存知ですか？
多分何十万か100万人超えてるんですかね。
ええ。2012年の時点で462万人です。
そんなに？
これが2025年には700万人。予備軍を含めると1300万。国民の9人に1人です。でも今の時点でもう施設はいっぱい。60過ぎの方が認知症の親を家で見てるとか、そんなケースもザラです。さらに世界で見ると2050年の認知症患者は1億3500万人。つまりアドデック9が救おうとしているのは全世界の未来なんです。
僕らさっき木戸さんに結構失礼な口聞いちゃってましたよね。まずかったかな。
センター長は多分歴史に名が残る人ですよ。
3年前から随分出世したんだな。道理で偉そうにしてた。
こらこら。
Someone isn't going to be happy to see us.
あちらに小野が。じゃあ私はこれで。
Don't we also need that gold card to actually leave? Is there anything else that we could actually do? I think I tried looking, but... yeah, I guess there's really nothing that we could actually do. Seems like you should, or have the option to, but... Alright, let's just talk to him.
生野さん。
八神さん。なんで、どうやってここに？
少しだけお話を伺いたいんです。
いや、困りますよ。センター長は知らないんですよね。
どうされました？
一ノ瀬さん。いや、その。
正野さんが大声を上げるなんて珍しい。
あんた、さっきロビーで見たの？
私は一ノ瀬と言います。厚生労働省のものでしてね。アドテック9への政治的な支援をしています。
木戸さんはあんたを事務次官と？
正野さんが迷惑がられてます。お引き取りを。
事務次官っていうと 官僚のトップですよね。役人ならあんたの言うことを聞くんでしょうが、俺は違いますよ。
なるほど。
生野さん、少しだけお話をさせてください。それが済んだらすぐ帰ります。
困るんですって、センター長のいないところで。
新谷はなんであなた宛てに電話したんです？
だから新谷なんて名前聞いたこともないんですよ。
大事なことなんです。何か心当たりがあるはずだ。
何もないって。もうお引き取りください。センター長に連絡します。
わかりました。じゃあ最後にあと一つだけお願いします。
Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter what questions we ask, in what order at least. Are you scared of the director?
生野さんは随分木戸さんを気にされていますよね。センター長がいないと困るって。なぜそんなにセンター長を怖がるんです？
アドデック9の開発には税金が使われてるんですよ。いろいろ政治なんかも絡んでいて。だから情報漏れとか私たちが疎いところをセンター長が気にしているんです。
でも俺が聞きたいのはアドデック9の話じゃありませんよ。新谷から電話がかかってきた理由を考えてほしいんです。
心当たりはないと言いました。もう仕事に戻らせてください。
あんたらここで何してるんだ？
センター長。
もう帰ったんじゃなかったのか？こそこそ何をやっている？
新谷からの電話について話を。
生野は何も知らないと言ったはずだ。
ご本人の口からはっきり確かめたかったんです。
君、セキュリティに連絡を。
もう帰りますよ。行こう、星野君。
弁護士会には大臣の名前でクレームを入れておきますよ。
大臣？厚労省の。
ああ、風見大臣はうちの新薬に大きな期待を寄せている。きっと君らの行動をお気に召さないと思うね。
結局分からずじまいでしたね。新谷先生がなんであの生野さんに電話したか。八神さん？
厚労大臣がどうのって話は最近カムロ町でも聞いた。
はい？
いつだったあれは。誰と話した時に厚労大臣の名前が？
I want to say it's either... Is it talking to Ayabe? Let's go with Ayabe. Was it when I was talking to Ayabe?
綾部からだ。テンダーで飲んだ時、あいつが話の中で風見大臣の名前を。確か初めはなんで関西の協励会がカムロ町に来たのかって話だったんだ。協励会は梶平って大手ゼネコンに使われてるらしい。でこの梶平が一時期都内の再開発を計画して会長自ら根回しに動いてた。その交渉相手の一人が厚生労働省の風見大臣。はあ。けど都市開発だったら国土交通省とかじゃね？厚労大臣なんてお門違いだろう。何を根回しすることがある？
確かにそうですけど、それってうちの事件と関係ありますかね？
Mr. Kazui's name won't come up. Is that just coincidence or something more?
わからないな。梶平と風見が会って何を話していたかによる。
それならうちの梶平担当が調べられるかも。
ん？
杉浦さんですよ。元梶平の社員だったんですよね。
それだ。
Sounds like we got a lead.
なるほどね。じゃあ梶平と風見大臣のつながりが分かればいいの？
ああ、杉浦の方で何か探るっつっては。
どうかな。でも調べてみるよ。
助かる。
そっちはまだ創薬センターだよね。少し時間くれる？何か分かったら電話するから。
八神さん、僕は一旦事務所に戻りますね。沙織さんからメールが来てました。今服部って記者が押しかけてきてるそうなんで、八神さんに取材したいって。
え？
新谷先生の件を嗅ぎ回ってるみたいです。僕が代わりに追っ払っておきますよ。
星野君は源田事務所の次期エースだな。
いや、いいですよ、そういうのは。本当に。僕、期待されたり責任重いの嫌なんで、だから誰かの2番手でいるのが一番向いてるなって。
じゃあいつ独り立ちするんだ？
ずっとしないですよ。僕は一生このまま一流の2番手で居続けたいんです。それじゃ。
Guess I'm on standby till Segura gets in touch with me. Of course, Kim. You just gotta let me know, right? Where are the threats? Okay. Oh, we gotta do that. Okay. So many things we gotta do. Oh, we gotta do Mr. Can't Hit Me. Okay. What was that one again? Champion District. I don't remember. We have a lot of side quests. I think we should start to take care of these.
すいません。
Do you have it? What is it? Let me introduce myself. My name is Shin Fujimori. Have you ever thought about investing, sir? Oh, it's this.
Eh?
Honestly, I think you are better off talking about that sort of thing with someone who actually has money. I was hoping to kind of do a different side quest. This one I kind of don't really care too much about. You know what? Normally I read this, but I think because I don't really care about this side quest too much, I think I'm going to pass on it. But there are some side quests that we do need to do, and I'll take a look at some of them. I'll let this linger a bit, just in case if there's anyone that wants to read it, can. But yeah, all this guy is just wanting to do is just show us, essentially, GoFundMe. And we gotta do that. Apparently nothing really happens.
ああ。
And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I did try to, like, play this all the way out. And if I recall, there was just, like, a whole lot of nothing. There are some good upgrades that you can get out off this guy, but it's just some decent items, but beyond that, it's just not much. I'm sure there's something that I might be forgetting, but he just has some decent heals.
Eh?
And that is just a memeable face right there. It's the eyes. Really sells it.
Hi.
We'll possibly get some of the cheap stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna do all of it. What are some of the stuff that we have? Oh! Yeah, we got everything. So they saved it all. Perfect. Yeah. Wait, so how am I supposed to complete that quest now? Is it already completed? Oh, they were talking about that. Okay. Oh wait, he's just standing there. So, can I just talk to this man?
Hi.
I'm pretty sure it's done, so... I'm just seeing if I could just kind of end this. Yeah. We can. So that should be it. So I just need to walk over and just talk to the man. Gotcha. Awesome, awesome. Oh, we gotta talk to that man. Okay. There's so many people. Oh, we gotta talk to the thief. Gotta see what the thief is up to. Where? Dude had a knife. Dude has a bat, or I guess a lead pipe. I didn't even see you, dude. More fights. Apparently we're full on play passes. Honestly, I think I should probably check out the ones I'm not too familiar with, like this one and Champion District. I don't remember. Who are you? Must have some time to kill, Yagami Detective Agency. You'll see when you get there. Nakamichi Alley. Oh, okay. Nakamichi Alley? Oh. Okay. So that's probably main story. I'm going to assume that's main story. I'm gonna try and avoid it if I can. Well, I'm not going over to you, so you better come to me. You guys are right on top of me. Just fight me already. I know you want to. I saw that one coming a mile away. Okay, I want to check out what the hell this is. Oh, it's our boy. Tsukumo. What brings you out into the real world? Just something that piqued my curiosity. What could you possibly be curious about that a research engine couldn't tell you? I picked up this electromagnetic wave with a weird frequency. It's not normal radio or text or anything. A electrical magnetic wave. Don't make me explain it. Hold on a second, I forgot to do something. 1 sec. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Crap. Alright, never mind. I'll do that later. Where were we? Don't make me explain it. I was bored anyway, so I figured I'd check it out. You gotta be the only guy who would leave his house to check out an electrical magnetic wave. Oh, it's the bomb dude. Block number. Is this the bomber again? Should I answer it? Who are you? Shall we get straight to it, Yagami-san?
Nah.
How many times do we need to go through this? You have a grudge. Against me or something. Grudge? Ah, crap, I fat-fingered. It would have gone off without a hitch. But you just had to go and play hero. You are out of your damn mind. Shut up. No more talk. Let's do this. There's a new bomb in Kamurocho. Just one. Stop it if you can, dumbass. Your hint is, pigeon coo among the cherry blossoms. He gets more and more cryptic. What does that even mean?
Yagami-shi.
You seem kind of tense, Yagami-shi. Who were you talking to? Sorry, Tsukumo. I don't have time to explain. See you later. Wasn't asking because I was curious. I asked because that electrical magnetic wave I was tracking just peaked. Or just spiked. Could it be a coincidence? But I think you are up to something, Yagami-shi. Listen, Tsukumo. Somewhere in Kamurocho there's a bomb to blow in the next 5 minutes. A bomb? Remember that explosion a little while back? The culprit keeps calling. Now it all makes sense. Fascinating. The electrical magnetic wave, probably your bomb. Seriously? Can you use that signal to track down where it is? Easy peasy. You should still probably go stop it.
Yagami-shi.
Because of magnets, you are a real magnet for trouble, Yagami-shi. Quiet, you. The crazy shit has been finding me. Anyway, make it happen, Tsukumo. Alright, while Tsukumo handles that, I need to figure out this pigeon cooing in cherry blossoms. Let's just go to all the high points. Anywhere to where there's a rooftop. We'll go there first. So maybe try there first, or... Wait, we could also go here. Could it be here? Looks like a whole lot of nothing. Okay, so it's not here. Wait, it's usually a building. Because I was thinking pigeons, so I was like, well, it's got to be somewhere high up. Pigeon and cherry blossoms. Unfortunately, some of this is written in Japanese, so that is not helping me. Could we be talking about batting cages? Batting cages. But I don't know how that's relevant to cherry blossoms. I think we could go this way. Who the hell are you? Could it be a Papo store? Pink Street? Okay, so Papo store, Pink Street. Let's go. If I can find a taxi, we're doing it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, let's actually get to the taxi, I guess. Oh my god, game, really? Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and just go over, I guess. They're taking forever to get here, so this is completely pointless. I'm just gonna run from them, I guess. Because this is just the worst. I think I never actually ran from a fight. But that apparently is something you can do. Pigeon Coo's amongst the cherry blossoms. It has to be this Papo store on Pink Street, right? Where's the bomb? There, I found it. It's gotta rip the cord just like last time. That should do it. The countdown stopped. Ah? Excuse me, sir. What exactly are you doing? It's nothing. What are you holding? Is that a bomb? No. Wait. This isn't. Are you the bomber, aren't you? Police! Someone help! No. Calm down. I'm a detective, not a bomber. D, this man is not the bomber. Not at all. Sukuma. Good timing. Did you track the guy down? Did you even doubt it? It's that guy. The electrical magnetic waves are coming straight from him. Okay. What? Not bad, you two. Quite the detective. I'm tired of your games, and the cops are going to want to discuss a few things. So, you are coming with me. Don't take another step. You see this? Shit! Quite a sight, isn't it? You see, I'm the last bomb. What are you trying to pull? What do you gain by blowing yourself up? The town security is trash, and I need to make them see that. What do you mean? This guy was apparently fired from the security firm 3 months ago. Does that answer your question? You're fast. And yes, I'm going to teach those money-grubbing sons of bitches a lesson they won't soon forget. I gave everything I had to this city. I created a detailed proposal to revamp this entire city's security, and they just laughed at the cost. It's clear these assholes won't do shit until something serious happens. You can talk all you want, but I think we both know all you really want is revenge. Revenge has nothing to do with it. I'm sacrificing myself to show the people of Kamurocho the truth. With that, bombs away. Stop! Huh? Think not, sir. I'm afraid that won't work. I hacked into your transmitter and changed the frequency. What? You're done. Come quietly. Hell no. I'm going down with. I'm not going down without a fight. Clean up on aisle 5. Thank God that's over. Got him. We go now to breaking news. The man suspected of the bombing incident in Kamurocho has finally been apprehended. The suspect, Ryu Asuka? A 34-year-old convenience store employee was fired from his security firm earlier this year. According to the police, the rejection of Asuka's security proposal was the motivation of his actions. Private residence has been searched, and we are told some explosive devices have been deactivated. Sounds like this is all wrapped up. You owe me one. I owe you one, Tsukuma. Not at all. That was something straight out of a video game. You think? You hungry? It's my treat. No need, Yagami. I've actually got a date with a lady friend of mine. What? Seriously? I fixed an issue she was having with her phone at the Net Cafe, and she was so grateful we are having dinner. For real? And you are going dressed like that? Oh, yes, he is. Very much. She's weird, Yagami. She likes me just the way I am. Even said I was cute. Are you some kind of ladies' man in your circles, Tsukuma? What can I say? I must be sitting on the F5 key because my ass is refreshing. Solid. Next time, I'm letting you get blown up. Right. Yada, yada, yada. I hate to do this, but I think, because of everything that's going on, I have some ideas. I think today I am going to cut the stream short. But I hope this was not in vain and that it would all be worth it. But yeah, I do have some editing I gotta do, and I want to try for maybe the weekend. Okay, maybe not so much for... I want to say starting Sunday, I want to try and do, like, go back to, like, regular streams, but I want to try and really knock out a lot of the editing that I have going on right now. For the next couple of days, I'm, fingers crossed, hoping that maybe that I would be able to do... I think I want some quality... I mean, this is just, like, what's going on off stream, because, like, I am starting the second channel and I want to kind of do everything right. So basically, this morning I kind of had some ideas for the second channel. So basically, I want to... I feel like right now a lot of the music videos that I kind of covered, they're all pretty much how should I put it? A lot of it I think is kind of more filler, and I kind of want to go with something a bit more robust. So I think what I want to do is I think I want to basically I want to get some more quality out of it. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I want to do some videos that, like, I kind of want to do, I think. So I think I want to work on some of those videos, and hopefully with that out of the way, I would probably be able to, because like right now I'm not gonna lie, I'm like kind of like overwhelmed with all the projects that I have on my plate, and I only have like one partially done. So, and there's plenty of editing that I gotta do, like a lot of editing. So I'm basically just kind of, I'm eventually going to get through everything, but I think what I'm planning on doing is I want some quality, and for today, I think I want to try and make an attempt at that. So we'll see how everything pans out. And I think by doing a little bit of the quality stuff, it would revitalize everything that I'm kind of doing off stream. So hopefully I would be able to get all of that up and running. My Patreon is going to have all the uncut videos, but I think for the YouTube channel and everything else, I'm going to have to do some further editing and make sure that those are, like, good to go, shall we say. And, yeah, so we'll see how everything pans out. Anyway, I just wanted to say that bit, and, yeah, I can't think of anything else I need to let you guys know about. So, it does kind of suck that this is the way it is, but I'm hoping that it just kind of pays off all in the end. So I'm hoping today is like gonna I hope that after today we'll kind of feel more like regular, because I feel like I just constantly have been doing one stream after another. And yeah, I just kind of hate doing short streams, is what I'm saying. So I want to kind of go back to the way it was. But anyway, but yeah, I got some stuff I gotta take care of. So anyway, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna go take care of that. Anyway, I'm out of here. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on Saturday for some Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I caught myself from saying Trigger Happy Havoc. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Twitter, Discord, all that stuff. I'm out of here. Love you all. Later.